Good morning. Well, I'm Melanie Williams, and I am a spiritual teacher, healer, mentor, and I had one of my clients, ask me yesterday if I would create a meditation to assist her in dealing with the pain and the healing of a gallbladder surgery that she had on Christmas Eve. So I thought I would put it here on YouTube, my YouTube channel, so that if there are others of you who may need to make use of this, I'm not going to make it specific to gallbladder. It's just going to be, well, we'll see. It'll just, so you'll be able to use it if you have something besides a gallbladder surgery. We're going to look at physical pain and emotional pain. So let's go ahead and settle into this right away and lengthen your spine a little bit. If you are lying down in bed, that's perfectly fine. You just rest where you are and take 3 long deep inhales and exhales with the intention of relaxing the body. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Just do the best you can. If you are in a lot of pain, breathe to the depth that you are able to. That will be enough. At any point in this video, if you want to pause in order to spend more time with something that I have suggested, simply hit pause and then hit play when you want to jump back in. So if you want to just do more of this deep breathing, feel free to hit pause. You want to take that breath deep into the low belly. And as you bring that focus in your awareness and the breath into that deep belly, the body begins to soften. We move from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic, which is where we feel calmer, more relaxed. And so if you are feeling anxious because of your discomfort, your pain, spend a little more time here. As you're doing so, relax in the shoulders. If you need to move your neck around, relax in the shoulders, maybe bring them up to your ear, roll them back. However you need to do that or are able to do that, that can also assist. So go ahead and just keep your eyes closed as I just talk a little bit. When we are feeling pain, we often want to jump out of our body, crawl out of our skin. But that really does not assist the pain in moving through, nor does it assist the healing process. It would make it longer. Being fully present, even if at first it's more intense, that will facilitate the healing process. And also, again, assisting that pain to move through with greater ease. And even if you can't bring that full sense of presence 24/7, because like, oh my God, can you bring it in for a minute here, 3 minutes here, 5 minutes here, and then like the next hour, really, invited to come in fully and deeply, or every other hour, and using that breath to allow that pain to move through. So we are actually going to come into this meditation now and a practice to assist you wherever you are at with physical pain, and the emotions that arise out of it, or that the pain has arisen out of the suppressed emotions. So we're going to start bringing our awareness to the physical discomfort you are feeling. Bring your full awareness, your full attention to where you feel the most pain in your body right now. Put your attention there and imagine that you can breathe right into that space. If you notice that you're wanting to like jump out of feeling these sensations, you can always take a break or maybe take your attention back to that low belly and breathe there. There's no one right way to do this. Do what you are able to do anytime that you come into this meditation, little by little. So, bringing your attention again to where you feel the most discomfort. And let's just increase our awareness. What kind of pain does this feel like? And to yourself out loud or silently say, oh, this pain, these sensations feel sharp. They feel dull. They feel numb. Whatever it is. And if you can't even describe it, just say, oh, I can't even describe it. It's just so uncomfortable. Just breathe into that greater awareness. And if this pain had a color, these sensations, what color would it be? Just trust the first thing that comes to you. If it had a weight, what weight would it have? If it had a texture, what texture would it have? If it had a sound, what sound would it be making? And if there were an emotion tied to this, what would the emotion be? And if there are more than one, that's fine. Just name them to yourself. The emotion would be, now we've used our awareness to gain even more clarity, more consciousness. We're going to breathe right into that space. Use this image that you came up with. Into the color, the shape and the size, I forgot that. So what's the shape? And what's the size? So for example, it could be like a softball, but the texture could be rough. Whatever comes to you. And now whatever image you received, bring your awareness to that, breathe into that. And the breath that we're breathing in is filled with deep self-love, unconditional love, acceptance, compassion, huge amounts of compassion for this part of you that is suffering, this part of you that feels so uncomfortable. As you're doing this, the sensations may intensify. That is not you doing anything wrong. That is just a possibility that as we bring our awareness here, the sensations might increase for a little bit. They're like, oh, she's looking, I'm going to tell her everything. So just deeper breath. If more intensity shows up, deeper breath. Breathe right into where that pain is. Deep breath. And we're doing this out of love and compassion, willingness, just being with that part of us that's suffering, that's so uncomfortable, that hurts. I'm with you, sweet girl. I'm with you, sweet boy. Nothing to fix. The body knows exactly what to do, and it is doing it in this moment. Our job, if we have one, is simply to relax our bodies, to be in compassion and self-love, which does assist the body to simply do its work. You can hit pause here if you want to keep going. But my question now is to check in on those questions, the answers that you came up with. What's the color now? What's the shape now? The size, the texture, the sound, the emotion. Has anything shifted at all, even if it's just 0.5%, 1%? That shows you that energetically things are shifting. So take note of anything that changed. If it stayed the same, that is fine as well. Let's go in and do one more round like this. With the new image or repeating what you had. Continuing to breathe in unconditional love, compassion, kindness, just being with what you are experiencing. And you may notice thoughts that begin to pop up. Like, why am I suffering so much? Why did this have to happen for me? Just notice those. And we'll do a little more with those thoughts in a moment. Again, you can hit pause if you want to stay with this portion of the meditation. I do want you to check in to see if that image has changed at all, if any of those sensations have changed, or that experience, the color, the size, the shape, the texture, the sound, the emotion. And maybe where you were experiencing the pain, maybe that's even shifted a little bit. Just notice all of that. And we're going to let that part of the meditation be for right now. And we're going to go to the next segment where we are going to allow you to be able to express, that part of you to express what you're feeling emotionally, thoughts you may be having. And so it could be, so your higher self is going to be the listener. And that part of you that feels like, oh God, I'm suffering so much, this hurts so much. Why is this happening? Why do I have to go through this? Why is it taking so long? I'm just feeling so sad. I'm feeling hopeless. Whatever it is, just like let it just kind of pour out. Let that part of you express itself. Don't worry about this making you sicker. It's a releasing these toxins, right? And your higher self says, what else, sweet girl? What else, sweet boy? What else do you want to say? Tell me what else. I'm listening. I'm right here. And then keep going until you feel like that's all that part of you has to say for today. So I'm just going to sit quietly and give you some time for this. So the higher self says, what are you feeling? What are you thinking about all this? And just let her or him really express themselves. Don't hold anything back. You can do this out loud or you can do this silently, but let that part of you speak. If you feel confused, you can start out with I feel and then see what comes. If you're using this meditation for some chronic condition, the voice is probably going to say, why hasn't this healed yet? Why is it taking so long? Let that part of you express his or her deep, deep frustration, grief, etc. Let it just pour out. Your higher self can hold it with grace and ease. And if that part of you pauses for a moment, then your higher self can simply say, what else? What else do you have to say? What else do you want to say? What else are you feeling? You can tell me everything. Tears may be coming, let them come. They're part of the healing. If you want to keep going with this, hit pause, take as long as you need. We're going to move on to the last segment. And this is the Ho'oponopono blessing. And the different parts of this: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, you can put your attention on your whole self, or you can just put it on that part of you that is suffering right now and say, I love you, I love you. I'm so sorry that you are suffering. So sorry that you are suffering so much. Please forgive me for any part that I played in this. And thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for bringing this so fully into my attention now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Please forgive me. I am so deeply sorry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can hit pause and keep repeating that for as long as you want. Otherwise, take a long, deep inhale, exhale. Place your hand on your heart for a moment, hand on your low belly, and just thank all of you for being so present to yourself and for giving yourself this time and this act of deep self-love. Take a deep breath. And when ready, you can open your eyes. So you can certainly repeat this as often as you want until you start to, feel the shift, or even beyond that. And yes, I hope this will be helpful for you. Thank you so much. Namaste.